Yo, what is up, fellow Descendants? A few days ago, I finally finished the Ultimate Bunny grind, and I'll be honest, it was a little soul destroying, but even considering my bad luck, it was an effective grind. And in today's video, I'm going to be covering everything that I did to speed up the process and lay out everything you need to get it done, without trying to get those 3 to 6% drop rates. There's two really important things you'll need to do before you start, and if you haven't done them, don't stress, because it's going to help you with almost every single other grind in the game, and you will forever benefit from doing it. First of all, you're going to need to unlock hard mode. Basically, you just finish the regular story. You don't even necessarily need to kill the hanged man, but you'll need to blitz through story mode. Don't be like me and start trying to grind for Descendants beforehand, because it's going to take so much longer and is essentially a massive waste of your time. For example, I probably spent like 20 hours trying to grind for Glay when my weapons were like level 40-ish, and it just took forever, and it was just so not worth it, because later down the line you can get better patterns that will give you a higher percent drop rate on the things that you want. So just blitz the story, basically, is what I'm saying. The next thing that you will need is Sharen. Sharen is a Descendant that can go into stealth mode, and you need stealth mode to complete outposts for a successful infiltration, which will give you the patterns that we're going to need today to get Ultimate Bunny. Sharen is one of the easiest Descendants to unlock. There are 4 locations for the 4 different pieces that you need, each with a 20% drop rate chance. There is no material patterns needed, so if you're lucky you can get this done in a couple hours. I'd also recommend leveling Sharen. I have an entire video on getting XP for Descendants, weapons and mastery, so if you want a full rundown you can go check that out. But long story short, just do the block hyper mining special operation missions, and within an hour or two you should be able to get Sharen to level 40. Once you've done that, copy my module build or make something similar. I've gone for skill ability duration for the stealth, then HP, defense, shields, as 95% of the time of this grind I was just soloing everything, and a few of the outposts can be quite frustrating when you're getting 2 to 3 shot by everything. So that's pretty much everything you need to be set up to do this grind. Now we're going to run through each of the 4 items that you need and the best way to acquire them. Alright, the order to these doesn't really matter, but I'm just going to go through it in the order that I did it. I did the easiest first and the hardest last, so you know, maybe you don't want to do that, but that's what I ended up doing. The Ultimate Bunny Spiral Catalyst is the first one that I went for. The material pattern is located in Fortress Defense Line in hard mode at the outpost. Unless you have a friend to do it with, I'd recommend just doing it solo in a private instance. A lot of people are going to unintentionally grief you by steamrolling the whole outpost with no stealth. And to get the pattern that you need, you actually have to do an infiltration, which is basically done by stealthing with Sharen and disabling the 3 or 4 terminals, and then killing the boss. Hopefully you can stockpile pattern 1, 2, 3, and once you've completed the outpost, and this goes for every outpost, you want to TP to another part of the map, not in, for example, defense line, just like another place in Fortress or another place entirely, and then come back to the same spot. This will often reset the 5-minute cooldown timer, or at least reduce it to like 1, 2, 3 minutes, and cut some of the waiting time down. Once you've secured a few patterns, you want to head over to the void reactor to the left of the outpost in the same section of the map. Kill the boss and use the reconstruction device with the pattern that you are getting. This is the easiest piece to get since it does have a 20% drop rate. This was without a doubt the least painful one to grind in my opinion, and hopefully you get lucky with it. For the pure energy residue, which is the rare material that you'll need for the spiral catalyst, the fastest way is to locate encrypted storage boxes, specifically using Enzo, and use your code analyzers to unlock them. Nexon buffed these like a week ago or so it shouldn't take long to get. Enzo makes unlocking them better and gives you more materials from it, which is why I recommend using Enzo if you do this. But if you despise looking for these encrypted vaults, there are a few other missions to choose from, and within those missions, yellow named mini boss monsters will have a chance to drop 3 to 6 of them. So once you've done that, we're onto the Ultimate Bunny Stabilizer blueprint. For this one, I headed over to White Knight Gulch, the mountaintops in hard mode. and hit up the outpost in the same way that I did for the previous area. Infiltrate with Sharen and hope for the best, dropping pattern 99. And again, like previously, after you have a few of them, you want to head over to the void reactor in the same zone, kill the 2 dudes there and hope for the best, reconstructing the pattern. This one is a little bit more painful though, as it has a 10% drop chance, but the outpost and void reactor can be done faster than the last, so you'll be getting more tries more often than the last. I'm going to click on it a couple times. So circle it, click on it, right click on it, circle it a bit more, click on it. I'm gonna kiss it on my monitor. Come on, gimme. Oh! What the fuck? I got this way earlier than I thought I was gonna get it. As for collecting the specialized biometal, it's actually going to be much less painful than the last rare material, as one of the places you get it is going to drop material pattern 123, which is used to drop Ultimate Bunny enhanced cells. Nexon, thank you for this. It makes the whole thing slightly less painful, so head over to Hagios, I think that's how you say it, forward base on hard mode, the outpost, and grind in the same way. This outpost is by far the easiest of these 3, so I'm hoping by this point you haven't quite started crying yet. But yeah, you're going to get the biometal from there and the pattern. To crack open the patterns, you'll need to head over to Hagios Fractured Monolith Void Reactor, beat the boss and try your luck. Alright, we go again. Hey! Oh, my inventory is full. Alright, come on. Give me what I want. Circle, circle, left click, right click, right click. Shape stabilizer. Give a little kiss on the monitor. Shape. Oh my god, what the fuck? For the encrypted neural circuits, I headed over to Echo Swamp Misty Woods. This is all on hard still, and farmed the Hazy Swamp mission. Because at the end, there are 2 yellow named monsters that both have a chance to drop 3 to 6 circuits and can be done very quickly. Give me 5, give me 5, give me 5. And finally, the Ultimate Bunny Code. This is by far the most painful, rage-inducing piece to get. It took me a couple days, but totally worth it. You don't need Sharen, so you can do this whole thing in a public lobby, but you do miss out on the extra roll getting a shape stabilizer, which will improve your chances at dropping it. But you gotta head over to Echo Swamp Derelict Covert on hard and spam the outpost there. The pattern you want is 82, which is a non-infiltration pattern. 83 you don't need, but again, if you infiltrate, you do have that extra chance of getting a shape stabilizer. Unfortunately, there's only a 6% drop rate chance of the code. It does go up to 10% with the shape stabilizer, but it's still quite a painful grind. I personally ended up using Freyner and doing a circuit of the outpost, and then I'd go to the toxic void shard, and then I'd go back to the outpost, and then I'd go to the void reactor. And like sometimes in these public lobbies, you can find people doing the exact same thing, and the process gets less painful. Obviously, you can farm your shards in a different spot. This is what I did for a while, since the toxic void shard farm is like really slow. So there are a few other places on the map where you can do it a little bit faster, but towards the end, I just wanted to switch my brain off and do it with multiple people. And once you've secured that, you're golden. So to all of you out there on the Ultimate Bunny grind, I wish you good luck. If there are any extra tips or things I left out, we'd all appreciate you dropping your methods in the comment section, or any tips or anything like that. And if this video helped you, I'd really appreciate a like, comment, or even to consider subscribing. But yeah, like I said, thank you for watching and good luck. But yeah, like I said, thanks for watching and good luck out there. Bye-bye.